If your Minecraft videos aren't getting views, I can tell you exactly why. The first thing a viewer sees when scrolling on the homepage of YouTube is all of the different titles and thumbnails. And if your video doesn't stand out quite enough, it won't be clicked on. So today I'd like to show you exactly how I make my thumbnails which cause my videos to get hundreds or even thousands of views. The first thing you want to do is download Learner Client onto your computer and select 1.20.1 and the Fabric option. Once that's done, open up your single player world with the replay mod on and find a good spot to place your character in. Next, make sure the terrain looks good and that there aren't any bits of grass or blocks in the way where you want to place the camera. Get out the object you want to be holding or wearing, and in this case, I used a diamond sword. You can also use F5 to line up the position you want to be in and make sure your character is facing the right direction. After you feel ready, click start recording and swing a couple of times and crouch while looking in the direction you picked. After around 10 seconds or so, you can stop recording and exit the game. In the top left corner of the screen, you should see an option to save the recording, and be sure you do that before heading down into the replay viewer. When you load in, press B on your keyboard to teleport to your character's location and line up with the spot you wanted the camera to be facing. Also set the speed to either 0.1x or 0.5x, that way you can pause the replay whenever you see the right shot, and make sure to be in 30 FOV. Once you get the right frame, you'll want to line up your character on the screen and keep in mind how much space you want to give if you're adding text or an image. Now that we have our replay shot, let's head over to the image editing website we're going to be using, which is called pixlr.com. This is a free website and has all the tools we need for this type of thumbnail. After you have your screenshot pasted into a new 1080 by 1920 project, the first thing you want to do is duplicate the layer. Then you need to have the top layer selected and go over to the left side of the screen and click on the lasso tool with the second option type. What we need to do is outline our character, that way we can put a shadow behind it, put text behind it, as well as make it more vibrant. Start by zooming into the edge of your character by using the scroll wheel on your mouse and click on a corner, then make a continuous line all the way around it until you reach the same point again. After that, do the command Ctrl+I, and that should allow you to select everything except for your character. Then click the delete key, and now the layer only contains your character and nothing else. Next, if you want, you can select the eraser tool and clean up any debris surrounding the edge of your character. However, this isn't necessary for it to look good. You can outline your character, up the vibrance, brightness, and contrast, and add a drop shadow under the adjustment category, all of which I recommend. Then select the background layer again, add vibrance, brightness, and contrast, as well as add vignette if you think it suits your thumbnail. The next part of this thumbnail is adding text and an image. This part may differ depending on the topic of your video. What I did was search up a Google image and paste it into my thumbnail. I added text in front of it, then positioned the two until I was satisfied with the result. If you want to add text, click on the plus sign underneath the layers and click on the text option. On the left side of the screen, there's a text icon that allows you to change any settings and add a shadow or outline, as well as curve the text. There are a few things I skipped in this tutorial, but hopefully that's okay because it allows you to explore the editor for yourself and see what some of the tools can do. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to watch my other video where I teach some tips about how to make an SMP application.